boys and girls. This is the NEXG Enya. Now, this is a silent guitar with a Bluetooth speaker built in. This thing is pretty impressive, and we need to talk about it, and there's a lot to it. So buckle in. Let's talk about it. I'm Jeremy. I'm the Guitar Hunter, and this is a 3-question gear review on the NEXG Enya. The tool that I use on this channel on how to make sense of guitars and gear and whether you should buy stuff is to run it through the 3-question gear review. Not breaking new ground, but trying to give as much helpful consumer information as I can. Number 1, what's good about a guitar. Number 2, what's bad about a guitar. And number 3, should you buy that guitar if you're in the market. Now, this guitar is composite. It's a silent guitar, so when it's not on, it's actually pretty quiet. I mean, basically, it sounds like an electric guitar when it's off. So let's talk about what's good about this guitar. It is very, very cool. It is an amazing experience to open. When you open this guitar, it's an amazing unboxing experience. You feel this of the box opening, and you feel the zipper and the really cool case. There are 2 pouches. There's a microphone that comes with this guitar. There are in-ear monitors that come with this guitar. They're really trying to give you a full experience opening the guitar, and it's cool. I get it. I totally understand how and why you would choose and really like this kind of guitar. It feels like really cool consumer electronics. And that's also kind of where this guitar goes wrong a bit. But let's keep going in what is good about this guitar. It's a very charming kind of satin black. It feels very cool. Now, I will say it's all composite. The tuners feel good. It does have a 0 fret. I'm not a fan of 0 frets. Usually that's a quick way to get around good craftsmanship to just do a 0 fret. But I get that in manufacturing. I guess it can work. But yeah, so all composite materials. There's a big Bluetooth speaker down on this side. There's the arm that comes separate that you have to put in, and when you do, that's where you get your strap buttons. Now, there also is a wireless charging base, which I need to be honest, it didn't work for me the first day that I had this video. This is actually my second time filming this video, because the first time I just couldn't get the charging base to work, and there was some wonky stuff with just the Bluetooth speaker on this. But I want to round out some good things about this. I choose to believe that the best guitars are still out there. I think that's a philosophy that most guitar brands need to lean into more, and I think that the best guitars are still in front of us. Now, sometimes the best guitars moving in front of us can just be really great, new, thoughtful versions of older guitars, and then sometimes they're going to be totally crazy, totally out of the box, just wonky, amazing things that are totally crazy. Now, this isn't the first silent guitar, but there are a couple things that this thing does really well. I like the Bluetooth. I like, it's basically a piezo pickup into a Bluetooth speaker, and it has good bass. It sounds good. I could see this being fun and kind of novel. But yeah, that's about where the good things end. Now, let's talk about the bad things on this. Bad thing number 1, it is really heavy, really heavy. Like, I'm betting this guitar is, I'll put an exact weight, I'll measure it in a bit, and I'll put the exact weight up here. I'm betting this thing is like 9 pounds. It's just, it's heavy. And because it's heavy, and because of this, it's uncomfortable to play. And so what I find is, like, it hurts my back, to kind of sit here and play it. And so anyway, that's a little bit of a pain. Now, it sounds good. It's probably a narrow neck. It feels like an 1 11/16. It's definitely not an 1 3/4. And so with the weight being weird, it just wants to slide off of my leg this way. So you either need to have a strap on every time you play this guitar, or, yeah, I don't know. The other thing that's just unfortunate about this is, in order to get the most out of this, you have to use the app. And my phone and my computer, so I downloaded the Enya app, and when I did, it said, hey, don't trust this link, this is not good. I was like, okay, well, they sent it to me, I'll try it. And so I did a couple things to protect myself in downloading it onto a machine, and when I did, it asked to confirm an email, and that email it said, this is a phishing link, this is a suspicious link. And so I'm not saying anything about their brand, but there is a level of data intrusion and data protection that we all have to submit to and be aware of. And so for me, I'm going to be overly cautious. I'm not going to download any apps that can mess up my phone. I'm not going to violate or be problematic towards my information. And so with this, I chose to not use the app. So when I turn the instrument on, it says it's not registered. And so that's part of it, is I'm suspicious. So that's the part. Now, I also realized that this is a sponsored video, and so they're paying for my time. I got this guitar in exchange for it. They're paying for my time. They're not paying for my opinion, and so as you're going to see right now, I'm giving my honest opinion. I'm sketched out by the software component of this guitar, and I think that the novelty on this guitar and the gimmick is pretty high. It sounds cool, but it sounds like an acoustic pickup, like a Fishman style acoustic pickup underneath the saddle into a chorus and a reverb, kind of a DI signal. So it sounds okay. Now I think that the person who they have in mind for this. So let's move into the third part of this review, which is, should you buy this guitar? I think for most people, I mean, these are $900. I think for most people, you probably shouldn't buy these for the couple reasons. The gimmick level is really high. Now, some people, this is going to be perfect for. I think that who this guitar would be perfect for is the kind of like old guy sitting around. He's got a Bluetooth speaker and he loves playing music and he likes jamming, and you can play your jam tracks. Because that's the thing, is you can pair this Bluetooth speaker. It's really simple. There's a Bluetooth button, you push and hold, you sync it through your phone. Now it does ask to have access to your contacts and your call log. That psychs me out. I said no. But you could pair this with, the Bluetooth speaker and you can play it and you could jam along. That's pretty cool. I didn't see a level. You just have one volume. So maybe you could control the Bluetooth volume through your phone and then have your own, but you won't be able to mix. It kind of just blasts both of them at about the same volume. So I haven't shown you this thing's biggest party trick. So let me turn it on here. I want to show you two things. I need to show you the effects in the instrument, and I'll show you the microphone. So if you turn on the guitar, and then here's the party trick. It has a microphone built in. Oh, okay, when it turns on, there's a sound, and it's like a guitar playing. Okay, so here are the upsides and downsides of the microphone. The microphone has a volume right here on, so where your thumb is, which if you would ever let someone use this while you're playing it, I'm sure they would turn it all the way off, or they would turn it all the way up to where it's just really loud. So the trick is, you have to kind of work it to where it's halfway. And then you'd have, so the microphone here, and you can sing theoretically. Because I got warnings through my browser for confirming the email and for the application from my phone, I got warnings from Google on both ends. I have chosen to not activate the instrument, and so basically I'm not registering it with the company, but you can still use it, and there are different presets in here. So there's an acoustic singer-songwriter setting that is just... It's just kind of a big sounding acoustic, a little bit of reverb. Now, I haven't been able to figure out how to tweak the, you can't modify the effects without registering it. That's a downside, but I've chosen the things I've chosen. So if you push the volume button, you'll change to, this is a singer. This is now a finger style. Oh, so there's a chorus on this. Alright, so it's a singer finger. The next one is rock. Oh, there's a delay. Yeah, so still a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay. Again, you can't tweak it without having the app on your phone. Now this is Rock Fusion. Oh, it's distorted and delayed. It's a lot quieter than the others. Okay, so now we're back to Fusion Acoustic. An Ottawa. And then we're back to the singer-songwriter. So yeah, there are the effects. There's the microphone. And now, we'll go back to the rest of the video. Love ya. Bye. mean, I've tried to be as honest as I can. I think there are a lot of cool things about this guitar. I think there are also some bad things. It's very heavy. And the charging base didn't work very well. It didn't work until this morning, which I don't understand why. The software demands lots of personal information, and it comes from a link that my computer, Google itself, said that this is a suspicious link, and they didn't want me to click it. So anyway, all of that to say, if you're in the market, if you're already looking at these, I just want to lend my opinion. If you're already thinking about these, it plays well and it sounds pretty fun, and it's, definitely an eye catcher. It would get people's attention. And, but yeah, I think the gimmick factor is pretty high on these. And, for $900, there are other options. Maybe not all in. There's a Yamaha silent guitar. I don't know the price on that, but anyway, so this is a NEXG Enya. Yeah, that's a review. Boom. Thanks.